Hey you guys, it's Sussan Mourad right back here with Clevver News. And despite the common misconception that many of Taylor Swift's songs are breakup songs, in a new interview Taylor revealed that she only has one true breakup album. Die-hard Taylor Swift fans are known for dissecting everything she says and hunting for Easter eggs in all of her music. And it's no different this time with a new clip from Taylor's Rolling Stone interview. Rolling Stone and Apple Music are teaming up to discover new details about Rolling Stone's 500 greatest albums on a new podcast. Rolling Stone first made their 500 greatest albums list back in 2003, and since then it's been one of the most talked about and argued over lists of all time. They made some slight updates to the list back in 2012, but a lot has changed over the years. So this year, Rolling Stone decided to completely redo their list from scratch. And they didn't take redoing this list lightly. Rolling Stone says in order to put the 500 greatest albums list together, they gathered top 50 album lists from over 300 artists, producers, critics, and music industry figures. Last month, Rolling Stone said, quote, "New artists arrive, tastes changed radically. History gets made and remade and reconsidered." So this year we completely redid the list, with help from a group of voters that included Beyonce, Taylor Swift, members of U2, as well as writers, critics, and figures from across the music industry. And speaking of Taylor Swift, she actually has 2 albums that made the list. And I mean, having 1 album on this list would be a massive accomplishment, but 2 is seriously impressive. But hey, we're talking about Taylor here. Are we surprised? Beyonce, Daft Punk, Lil Wayne, and Mary J. Blige all have 2 albums on the list. Some other artists have even more, like the Beatles with 9 albums and Kanye West, who has 6. And honestly, the entire list is well worth looking at and listening to if you haven't yet. As for Taylor, her albums 1989 and Red both made the cut, with 1989 coming in at number 393 and Red just making the top 100 at number 99. Earlier this week, Rolling Stone teased that Taylor Swift would be on an upcoming episode of their new podcast about this epic list of 500 albums. And something Taylor said in the teaser for her episode has the Swifties buzzing. Taylor revealed that contrary to popular belief, only one of her albums is a real breakup album.
I look back on this as like, this is my only true breakup album. Every other album has flickers of different things. But this was an album that I wrote specifically about like a pure, absolute, to the core heartbreak.
And as soon as the clip surfaced online, fans started to speculate that Taylor was talking about Red. Like we said, Taylor does have 2 albums on the list, but when looking at 1989 and Red seems like the obvious choice here. It features songs like We Are Never Getting Back Together, I Knew You Were Trouble, and All Too Well. Additionally, many Swifties believe that the album makes references to quite a few of Taylor's famous exes like Jake Gyllenhaal, Connor Kennedy, Joe Jonas, and John Mayer. It's also possible Taylor could have been talking about one of her other albums, but I doubt Rolling Stone would have used a clip about an album not on their list in their trailer. And fans were also quick to point to an interview of Taylor's from October 2012, right around the time when Red was released. At the time, she told Billboard that a breakup definitely had an impact on Red. She said, quote, "It's all the different ways that you have to say goodbye to someone. When you're experiencing the ups and downs of a relationship, especially when you're 22 years old, they all strike you different ways. Every different kind of missing someone, every kind of loss, it all sounds different to me." And since this teaser clip dropped, fans have been flooding Twitter showing their love for Red, writing things like, "Red is her best album. Red was so impactful," and "OMG coming to talk about her best album." Others were also tweeting about how Red still deserves a Grammy, even though it was famously snubbed back in the day. Again, the Rolling Stone clip didn't specify exactly what album Taylor is talking about, but it seems like the general consensus is Red. And regardless of what some people might think, Taylor has made it clear that she only has one full-on breakup album. Good information to know next time we feel like we need a good cry. The podcast officially kicks off on November 10th with new episodes every week. And yes, the specific album will be revealed when Taylor's episode drops. For now, if you want more on Taylor Swift, click right over here for another Clevver News video. Also, let us know down in the comments below if you think Taylor was talking about Red, or if you think she was referencing a different album. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye.